season 15, episode 2.
Yeah.
You can already see from the shot, somebody's adulting. Top of the season. Top of the season.
Since it started, no?
Yeah, Modise is not here.
Yeah.
But Mbali's on the shot.
Yeah, Mbali's on the shot, finally.
Might just blare this out for the free members.
You might just blur.
I'll say Patreon.
I'll say it's on Patreon. You know?
We're back second week. We're still back at West 22.
West 22, man.
Which is our home so far.
So far.
So it's at the
Not yet. Oh.
Just now.
Oh my God.
But West 22 is our new home for the season. We already told you about them. Check them out on all their socials.
Yes.
They do photography, they do film production. So yeah, those are the guys hosting us.
Media house, basically, no?
Yes.
Oh.
And yeah.
Yeah, man. And
anything else to plug?
yeah, we still
Uzuri paying our rent.
Yes.
You can check them out www.uzironline.co.za.
Yes.
Some new stuff that's nice there that you can check it out, and you can also hit them up if you want to list your own stuff.
Yes. If you want to be a vendor, we actually got some inquiries over the past week. So yeah, if you want to be a vendor on their store, you want to sell your stuff, just contact us and we'll put you in touch.
Is the stripper pole still there?
I don't know who was selling the stripper pole.
There was a stripper pole that we spoke about the last season. Somebody listed a stripper pole.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the vendors.
Yes.
I guess
Maybe I should buy that for Valentine's. Women like to buy us things they enjoy.
Sure. So we need to buy them things we enjoy. Yeah. And weight 60 and below. So that I force your ass to work out. Oh my God, you're definitely not getting laid. Yeah, but otherwise, also check out and again the Dojo vendor store on Uzuri and check out the merch that's on there.
Yes. The signature.
Yeah, you can get the signature in white now.
Black is totally out, ne?
Black is sold out. So yeah, we're selling the white now. We're selling the white. Yeah.
We might be bringing bucket hats soon.
Yes. And I think those are all the plugs.
Yeah.
Those are all the plugs.
Today you might get a little bit of a shorter episode, and I'm speaking to the paid members. Nebalwana last week, the general episode was 46 minutes.
No, not the paying members. The paying members got everything.
Yeah, the paying members got everything.
Yeah, Patreon and our YouTube membership, they got a 3-hour episode.
Yes.
And then the general public, they got a 45-minute episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and thank you to all the paying members, by the way. It helps us to put the pod together.
Yes, and we got quite a few.
We are not doing it arrogantly. Yeah, we need it.
Yeah, we definitely need it. And thank you so much for everybody who signed up on Patreon and our YouTube membership.
Yes,
you know
yes,
what I'm
yes.
saying? All right, man. Let's get to it. How you guys been?
Hectic. I had a toothache. On Wednesday morning. Went, had it checked out, and then, so I'm on medication for that.
It's like your wisdom tooth.
Wisdom teeth is usually the last one.
Yeah, the ones
the
at
second
back.
last
Yeah,
one.
people normally get those out because they start hurting.
Yeah, mara ba lentsha ba itse ba mfile treatment nyana ba itse ketle next week ba tlo le save. Ba ba holo ntso one by one. Yeah, so
I actually
otherwise
want to get mine out.
they give you a problem.
Yeah, hey, I just want to completely get them out.
Yeah.
Like fuck it.
I had removed the teeth just before my wisdoms on both sides, so I don't have to remove my wisdoms because now it gave the wisdoms room to grow
to go properly. No, I need to get those out.
Yeah, bro, like having a dentist check you out is very invasive, eh?
How so?
And you are gagging. And like there's nothing you can do. I relax.
Oh my God.
It will be over soon. And it's like, out, and it's like, at some point you are both thinking the same thing.
The thing about being you can't be a pervert and a doctor. Any sort of doctor, I think.
Yeah.
You can't be a pervert and a doctor.
Yeah.
Like it's just weird.
Yeah, you have to be professional.
Yeah, you really.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you were a pervert or a
Then
doctor,
you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly.
Yeah,
Very.
especially about the pap smear and whatnot.
But it's only gets about the gynecologist. No, but even like a general GP, you know what I'm saying? Utolore usabatla fast speed, for instance, and then when sister, you know, who fast speed, because there's various ways to administer NK.
Yes.
Yeah. So they can do it here, or they can do it.
What does doing it here mean?
Hey,
Bakahlaba.
injection, I got 30 spade.
Yeah,
Like,
we-
no.
How about fucking vaccination?
Oh, vaccination, okay.
Speed, they get
Oh, but I know for speed.
Spade.
Aye. No. Spade is for colon cleansing.
Oh, injection, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Injection go fast bonung.
Kapo,
How the perfect do insist that but that's bonung.
How they pay it?
But doctors don't administer that themselves anymore. They get the nurse to do it.
Oh, they get the
Yeah,
nurse.
so over like lungolo.
Yes. And then you go,
there
and then the nurse does it.
administers
Okay.
It's the prostate again. It's finger or it's prick. But the most accurate one is the finger.
Jesus.
I carry for men to check your prostate.
yeah.
And but that's the most accurate one.
Yeah.
Or they prick your and check your blood.
And we get into those ages where we need to check our prostates.
Yeah,
but
because around 4 years,
you need to.
We're susceptible to you.
Yeah, we need to. Because
Check
apparently,
your phone, I can deliver something.
Okay.
but we'll get into it. Speaking about prostates. Oh yeah. So yeah, you were busy telling us, man. Your teeth.
Yeah, it was that. And then, that was an eventful week.
Alright, man. Bali, what you been up to, baby?
Not a thing, eh? Uneventful week.
Uneventful, no?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing
exciting
much.
happened.
Yeah, Lena, my side, man. Spani. What else have I been doing?
Are you still with the same client?
Yeah, not Tegele. But things are getting better that side. Hey, but but things are
getting
better.
better.
Yeah, things are getting better. Yeah, Magalena, ku push us pan in J. But what have I been up to? Not much, eh? Not much. All right, man. We can really get into it.
What are the treatments?
Yeah, I want a treatment. Freestyle this shit. I got treatment.
Where do you look when you record? Where do you focus when you record?
Nah, just like this is your house.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, you focus on us.
But we get extra. But on a big camera. Land effects. But it's a conversation.
Nah, you don't even look at the camera. Okay, over self-conscious in here.
Or what's that treatment?
Man, I don't have time to do that, bro.
Yeah,
Topic. And you know what needs to happen? Every time you guys are on Twitter or Lebala Ditawa and you guys see something interesting,
we drop.
Yeah, just
then
throw
you
it,
consolidate.
Yeah, just throw it to me.
So in short, your clothes.
What do you mean? I don't have time.
Oh my God.
You fired my guy who was on the street.
It's fine.
You fired my guy who was on the street.
It must also be acceptable. Lenal, kaltas la event. Kaya next na about la event. It's not my job. I can say Lena, no. Azanka balena.
Nah, man.
Cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So we can start with the first thing. The first thing I had, when we briefly talked about it off mic, the EFF Manifesto today.
Yeah, it's happening today. It's a Saturday. Obviously, it will be Tuesday. Yeah, it's happening in KZN.
In KZN, Bombela.
It's so funny.
Bombela. Do you think they'll fill it up like how they did?
Yeah, they will fill it up.
FMB.
They will fill it up.
It's just that maybe the other one when they did it, FMB, it was a bit more hyped up prior.
Because that was the 1 year FNB was their
10-year.
It was anniversary.
Yes.
It was not the manifesto.
Or in a manifesto.
It was their anniversary.
But there was a lot more hype.
Yeah.
A lot more hype.
And
before.
Gauteng is their home.
Yeah. Anything you guys are expecting from it?
Did you see what I couldn't tell one Alimfana Wamzul? Ngizwe.
Is it?
Yes. I couldn't Ngizwe first that Malema is not allowed in KZN.
KZN.
He must ask permission from him.
Why?
It was happened man on the TL, ababitsa conference nyana wa kena some thugs. Di phazamisa the ntho.
Is it?
So
I
now when
didn't see
Malema took out the date, he also put out a date and booked artists for today.
Oh.
Or Kima Binga what to compete with Malema.
Yeah.
So when I was checking in on Twitter this morning, they shut down Ngizo's thing because of joke.
Oh.
It's so embarrassing.
Oh my God.
It's so embarrassing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I saw that the people are already starting to fill up the stadium. It's gonna be full. I mean, when it comes to these things, the truth must be told. There is an element where they incentivize people to come.
To come, of
Otherwise
course.
it's gonna be embarrassing.
Of course. Because FNB, you know, he was telling the branches, young niggas need to fill up the buses.
Yes.
Let's make sure about plus it's a good spectacle.
Good
You know
for
what I'm
them,
saying?
man.
Yeah. It's a good spectacle. We'll see what sort of surprises like Mfana brings, because the last time, you know, he had the whole fucking stage thing.
Yes,
that was fucking dope. So
The last one was the performances.
there were performances.
FNB.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lemona Kiboni, there's
he had
there's
Ringo
Bo
come
Big
through to
Nas,
sing that
there's
official song.
Botira, there's Boringwe as well. Okay.
We gotta they make it before the speeches. Yeah, there's people that come and perform and afterwards as
I
well.
would like to attend one.
It looks dope. It looks like a nice, a
ANC
good day
or
out.
EFF.
It looks
Then
like
why
a good
don't
day
you?
out.
Why haven't you?
I've just never thought of it.
Who, yeah, ne?
I just never thought of it.
Kudos to the EFF for trying this. in
Yeah.
KZN, eh? Because it's not known to be a Nguni party.
Yes.
And now for them to have gone to KZN to say,
It's a statement,
Yeah.
Hub, for them to do it there.
Speaking of which, sometimes, you know, there was a time when people thought ANC is closer. Purely because the most prominent presidents was Tambo,
Mbeki.
Mandela, Mbeki. But it was actually founded by Zulus.
The initial president,
Yeah.
the first one
Yeah.
was a Zulu guy,
Yeah,
right?
it was not even like, and it was started in a Sotho stronghold in Bloemfontein. So it's always funny how the tribal tendencies of a party take after the founder.
Yeah. Or the leadership.
Or
the leadership at the
because
time.
Malema ke Mopedi, but I don't get a sense that people classify EFF as a Pedi party. They don't really. Is there I don't think there's an ethnic group that you associate with EFF generally.
Yeah, I guess not.
UDM, you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
The IFP,
you do.
DA because it's white. Yeah, but it looks like Malema's got maybe a good representation.
Yeah. And polls Gary, there was a poll that was posted by
Ipsos.
No, but I saw it on I think it was News 24. So saying it's looking like EFF might overtake DA as the official.
It was an Ipsos.
Or an LA Ipsos poll.
It's a research house.
Yeah. So preliminary polls.
I'd like to see that.
I would like to see that too.
Also, so if you'd like to see that, are you voting for EFF?
definitely.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm not sure, eh?
What do you mean you're not sure? Then where are you leaning?
I guess, yeah, I'll probably still vote for EFF. My vote is my secret.
It's the only logical choice at this point.
No, man. Like the thing is, with this vote, it's very tricky, ne? You saw there was this lady who came out now, who was going viral. She used to be Mbalula's spokesperson after the SONA reaction, who was saying ANC, what.
Yeah,
She's from the Modise one.
Oh,
There's a lady who's been trending, light-skinned one, man, in classes.
Ayanda.
Ayanda. Singwa Cope.
Oh, in kind of
Her
one
name is
movement.
Ayanda. Yeah.
One movement, what?
One SA movement.
Yeah.
Yes. And now she's getting a lot of traction. And you realize when it comes to politics, people fall for rhetoric more than the manifesto. Right? What is the leader saying? Or with Malema, because he's out there.
You need to be charismatic.
So sometimes when you look at the manifesto, which is what they stand for, right? A lot of people, it's like companies. People choose, you are more likely to work for a boss you like more than what the company stands for.
Yes.
Right? Because what the company stands for is not tangible. It's just words and. So by manifesto, I think EFF has a good manifesto. But you are seeing that Labour Gating, they are also making inroads because they are speaking to a particular constituency.
Yeah.
And there are things that I agree with them on, especially on illegal foreigners. I do agree with them that in an economy that's not expanding, the students or jobs that will generally be for students. Remember when I read the casual, the mall, the waiters and waitresses, those jobs are not even going to students anymore.
No, they're not.
You know, so and I think there is a pocket of people that are voting to whom that thing is big. So I think a lot of things that Gaten says do strike a chord with people. UDM has become very quiet actually.
Very, very, very.
UDM once had a leader, Mbali. The guys liked that guy. And he had a lot of kids.
Quite young.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember that dude.
Yeah, and then he had a
used to
lot
be-
of kids.
Yeah, he used to be an
Ngabayums.
MC.
Ngabayums.
What happened to him?
I don't know what happened to him.
Oh.
Is he still UDM? I wonder.
I think he still is.
Parliament,
He still is.
yes.
I saw him when they went to Perikach. He was there.
Oh, he was there.
Yeah, he was
Oh, okay.
But I don't like.
Yeah.
But UDM, Olomisa is still the president.
He is. He is. Because I remember with the 10-year celebration, he was asked to speak at the EFF thing.
EFF?
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Olomisa. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was one of the speakers that spoke there. Yeah. So Mara generally they've been quiet. I
Yeah,
can see
they've been quiet.
they're not
Lebona, they became that one leader party type of
type
of thing. Yeah.
type of thing. Amara will see because I think EFF that's kicking off these manifesto things. DA should be doing theirs soon.
That new party did theirs like 2 or 3 weeks a week. Rising Zanzi.
Oh, they've already done
in
theirs. Okay,
Pretoria, yeah.
no, I didn't hear about that. Yeah, but maybe later on today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
According within stage 6. Within stage 6.
Hey, within. And it's surprising that we are in stage 6 after, because this past week as well was the station.
SONA.
The SONA. Yeah, Cyril. And I don't know if you guys watched it.
No,
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I went to go. You can get the
up
speech
about
and read up about it. So it sounded more of a Cyril looking back at the past 30 years
As opposed to his tenure.
yes, and looking at highlighting the kind of in the wins,
strides
that the ANC has made, basically nearly the crux of the speech, because he used one analogy of a girl. Well, a democracy child.
Dintswalo.
Yeah, Dintswalo. and looking at how Dintswalo would have progressed in the past 30 years using kind of all of these kind of ANC initiatives. Yes.
Or she would have been born in a free hospital. She would have gone to school for free.
Been fed at school, NAFSAS. She lived in the RDP. Like he was hard.
So he's running on nostalgia.
Basically.
And he's also saying that if you put RDP, it means that
That's failure. Exactly.
Because then how do you find yourself having gone through all this education only to find yourself
And
in
still
RDP
rely.
house?
Why one?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because in fact, your success as a government should be the rate or the extent to which people are not dependent on you. The moment I'm dependent on you, then you are not successful. We should have households that can work and have jobs that afford them to pay for their own fees.
Yeah. No. So let me correct that. So in the story, sa Tintswalo, we'd say Tintswalo's parents were in RDP.
In RDP houses.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tintswalo's parents were in RDP. She went to a public school for free, got a meal there for free, and then went to Varsity Kanefsase. And then through BE and those things, then she got herself a good job.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, that's how. So that's the line. So Tintswalo is 30 now with a job and doing well for herself.
Oh, that's good.
She's the first out of that
So just
line.
the nostalgia part is accurate from...
Yes.
So it's a simulation.
It's a simulation, yes.
If you were to take South Africa as a simulation, and there's a person, the person's a Tintswalo,
Tintswalo born in 94.
how they would have
then how would they have progressed now? To something so born in 94.
It's not a bad
Then
analogy.
it's a sweet analogy.
Yeah,
It's
so
not a-
that's
it's not a bad
it's
analogy.
not a bad one.
Except that,
And it has. I thought it had like merits.
it's a nice storytelling.
It had
way of
merits.
storytelling, yes.
So Mara, that's how. So he was getting criticism. He wasn't necessarily looking at the troubles in his term. He was
Yes.
looking at the overview.
Because there's
of
nothing
the
to write home about.
Exactly. So it was a bit campaigny because I wanna agree whatever how campaigner. You wanna highlight the good things.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanna-
Ukuthi khumbulani
yeah,
phela.
don't forget, okay, after 30 years, this is what we've done for you guys. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So you don't have to like me, but look at what.
Yeah, and you don't have to like what I've done in the past.
Yeah.
You know, is it 5?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 years. But look at in totality what we've done for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I think ANC is trying to electioneer of nostalgia.
Yeah, and that's why, like, sometimes you find that the government and the ANC are the same thing, but they're also not the same thing. Right? In other words, the ANC gives us the government, but when you are the government of everyone.
Yes.
Right? And sometimes you find that the successes of government, ANC wants to claim them. Then its failures, then they be like, no, there's a bureaucracy, you can't just come and change something, you know what I'm saying? Because then there's the law. Now all of a sudden it's like, it's not the ANC.
It's not the ANC.
You see? Because yes, he's supposed to account for, in fact, he's supposed to account for, because State of the Nation is every year. It's a year under review. We don't even care what happened in this past year alone.
Exactly. And what are we looking forward
Because in
to?
the last SONA, you would have promised us something that's going to happen.
Yes.
That's actually what you are supposed to take us through.
Exactly.
So,
Not
not in totally 30 years.
eh.
Which makes me wonder, ne? You guys as citizens, if a party came to you, because a lot of time what frustrates people is that hona le maka e leng gore are obvious, like we now know you are telling us lies, like what they say about load shedding, like
Yeah.
they said after December there won't be load shedding, Balula said there won't be load shedding, all those kind of things. If the party was just to be truthful, or rentse Masepa, and Masepa re le ona a tlo nka X amount of time
To fix.
do you think people would value that honesty and therefore vote for them?
No.
So maybe that's
Uti, man, need more money to go and fix. I must trust you, the very same person that broke this thing, to go back and fix it.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So now,
Exactly.
what I'm trying to point to is sometimes we can see why they lie.
No, it doesn't. No, but you know, the ends don't justify the means. Don't justify the ends.
Yeah.
Oh no, which one?
Yeah.
But no, Tamang.
But Cyril has sort of acknowledged, well he hasn't said it's the fault of the ANC, but he has acknowledged kind of state capture.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it happened under their tenure. You know, so it's a bit of an admission. Mara, okay, you know, Mara, look at how I fixed it. You know, we've done the commission and
Commissioner
you know,
Zuma.
oh, was it in a Zoom? Yeah.
He's counting it under ANC.
Yeah, under ANCA, because he did mention it in the SONA as well. Hore, you know, the SIU is also recovering a lot of the funds that been misappropriated. NEFSAS has gotten close to R1 billion back.
Yeah.
You know, and where SIU has been getting these monies back. So there has been a bit of an admission and but we are fixing it. But we are fixing it.
His spokesperson during COVID was found with her hand in the cookie jar. Remember?
Yeah.
The one whose husband was a chief in some Eastern Cape community.
Yes.
Nothing happened to her.
Lizwe.
Yeah, no Zweli. You see,
Lizwe,
the thing is with government is that with all these things, you never really see a big name. You never really see a big name going down.
Yeah, hardly.
You hardly ever see a big name going down.
Hardly.
So it's very difficult.
Because you know too much, bruh. Like
Because you know, Ratsebela.
Yeah,
So it's almost like if I've done something, I will be punished by how I make a living. like I would lose position or a job. But if we're saying most of the corruption goes hand in hand with criminality, because in most cases to be corrupt, you should be breaking some kind of a law, but you never get punished on breaking the law.
On the law, yeah.
That's what we haven't seen. Life
because
is demanding.
Yeah, we haven't seen anyone go to jail.
Life is demanding. Nobody went to jail. Marikana, nobody went to jail.
And no, even from the state capture
COVID,
thing,
yeah.
nobody's been prosecuted for it.
Others even admitted to bribing people. You see, like I saw, like now, is it KPMG who admitted
with the VBS?
With the VBS,
yeah, and they said they want to pay
half
some
a
money.
billion.
Yeah, half a billion.
Yeah,
Yes.
but that's a corporate agreeing to breaking a law.
And then paying out.
And then paying like
like
Hush money.
Hush money. You know what I'm saying? Hush money after that.
And then Oprah can take it.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, a lot of politicking. So I had anticipated that he will announce the date for the elections during the SONA, but he didn't. Marabaitse soon, I think on the 19th of Feb.
Why did they?
I can say. Maybe by I don't know, manifesto, yeah. Have they done?
I have no idea.
I
haven't been.
Politically in.
Yeah, but blame youth, the city. Youth doesn't care.
And Elena don't wanna lie. Like I just skimmed through the.
But I'm definitely voting.
Yeah. No. To vote we have to. I think to vote everybody has to. And I think like a lot of people, because when I was looking at the criticism that Cyril was getting through the SONA, people are just tired of hearing the same promises, and I think it's, for me personally, it's high time like we switch things up.
Let's just try something different.
I just want to try something, whether it works or not.
Come back if it doesn't work.
Yeah. Because a lot of
but let someone else try now.
Because a lot of kind of detractors of voting, let's say for the EFF, because I want to vote the EFF, but do you really want to give it to Malema?
No.
He'll be worse.
No,
Listen, at this point, I don't even care if he's worse. I really don't. Like, because let's say I do vote for Malema and it becomes, let's say, worse, at least in Nagliki to change the situation.
Yes.
I just didn't watch a sinking ship sink.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe what I did might have,
exacerbated
the problem. But at least I tried something, bro. I tried to save my life. Instead of just looking, bro.
And just saying, what's the point?
Because right now it's looking like that. It's looking like that. So yeah, man. So it's manifestos and manifestos upon manifestos. So go on the internet, go search these sites if you really want to get informed. Read up on the manifesto, see what aligns with you, and then come election time, let's do the right thing. Let's do the right thing, guys. Another thing that happened during the week. Vodacom and that
gentleman.
and the gentleman, apparently there was some finality in the Supreme Court, and Vodacom was ordered to go back and go think about a fair compensation for the homie. But y'all niggas need to pay this guy. And initial estimates was sitting around like 28 billion rand. But Vodacom is saying that they're gonna challenge it at the.
Why are they not wanting to give this man his money?
They're saying they're gonna go challenge it at the Constitutional Court now. This is their final. This is the final court that they can go to.
They thought they would have exhausted him by now. Like, I can't afford.
Yes.
To keep to continue with this case. That's actually so evil.
It's so crazy because this guy has been fighting this case for 16 years now, 15, 16 years. It's been running close to 2 decades. It's crazy. Like it's and I wonder, because it would have been, I wanted to hear Tabang's also opinion on this. I wonder if Vodacom, you don't think Vodacom can afford 20 billion?
They can.
They
could have afforded to pay him years ago, but
15 years ago they could have just given him the and I think the quotes are reasonable. How about kind of getting 28? Let's say about 28 billion, right? they're not expecting Vodacom to give him 28 billion boo, like as a lump sum.
At this rate, I don't trust Vodacom. I want all the money in the bank today.
I don't
want it in installments.
It's over installment. There's gonna be definitely like a lump sum payment, but it won't be in the billions. I don't think so. But then it's gonna be sort of like a lifetime thing that they pay out to him.
Or the shares.
And yes, equivalent to the thing. Just give the man the money, bro, because it's costing them a lot of cash. Right, but when it's corporate, they can take it. They can definitely take it.
They didn't think he'd
get
for as long as he
and
had.
he would get the support. So apparently he might be using. So there's this fund, baby sang litigation fund or whatever, and third parties can put monies into this fund to help him, but. Upon him winning the case and obviously getting he's gonna have to pay, because these guys are seen as investors, so Lena, when he pays back that money,
nothing is free in this world.
Nothing is free, bro. Nothing is free at all. But I think it's a win-win for everybody. I think it will be a win for him.
Must everybody win when it was him alone?
Yeah, but he needs the money. You need the money. Mbali, you can't fight a court case for 16 years.
Now everyone wants to be winning on my name.
Of course, because apparently initially they offered him 10. I think it was 10 if I'm not mistaken, but I stand corrected, and then they upped it to about 40 to 50 million. So I wonder
they know.
Yeah,
they know they're wrong.
Yeah, they know they're wrong. Considering, let's say 50 million to about billions, bro, because the estimated revenue that Vodacom has earned through this Please Call Me thing.
Does it still work? Is it still a...
I think it's still a thing. It's just that I don't know if people are still using. I haven't used it in a while.
Yes.
Yeah, in years. But I think it's still a thing. Like a Please Call Me is still something you can send, and the amount of revenue that Vodacom has generated in the past 18 years. It's estimated in the billions, and you're gonna give this guy not even a fraction. It's a small fraction of this money, So yeah. Hey, so Tabang, we're speaking about the Vodacom case.
Each case you're running, it's about 22 years ago.
It's actually 16.
16 years.
Yeah, 16 years.
No, not 18.
No, Please Call Me has been around for 18 years.
No, but he started the idea. Remember, it was still developed.
Yes, but the court case has been 16 years. But
the product is
18.
18
years.
18,
Yes,
okay.
yes. So he's been fighting these
Maro, how
guys.
feel you are not
Yeah. He's close.
Because when you're in that situation, even if that guy cheats, it's like...
I know he's close, bro. He's close. And I think ultimately he's going to get it.
I hope he gets it so he can spend it and enjoy it.
I think ultimately he's going to get it. But like I was telling Bali, I don't think, because I get into the initial estimates were around 20 billion, 28. They're not going to give him 20
cash.
It's going to be maybe stock options, installments,
yes.
Like lifetime monies that he's going to probably eat and die, and then his family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because...
And obviously kind of paying back the litigation fund that's been helping him fund this.
Yeah,
this
I think they are sharing in whatever is being awarded.
Yes. And apparently kind of even like third parties have been putting funds
just
into
for
this.
free.
Yeah. No. To be part of it,
Investment.
it's like an investment. Wakono Kenya into that little
Was
bit.
that made public?
Yeah.
Nah, Des.
Bruh, I read an article. Well, I'll post it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's at the litigation fund, and third parties can put, and once that money gets paid back to the fund, you might get your portion through like to the percentage of what you put in.
Is that a generic thing or in particular to this case?
In particular to this case.
Oh, okay.
In particular to this fucking case.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'll send out the article. So because they need to generate funds, right? So it's sort of like how like a venture capitalist.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. I get the concept.
You put in money, depending on the amount of money that you've put in comparison to the bag of it.
Yes.
There's a percentage.
Yeah,
that
there's
you
a
get.
percentage you get.
So
Yeah,
the
it makes
percentage
sense.
that the fund gets, you
get your share.
your share, percentage share of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it comes with the risk because
He might lose his.
you guys he might lose the case.
Yes.
Why one? He might lose the case.
What is the likelihood of him losing when they're already talking about amounts?
No.
The problem
Yeah.
is not whether or not he did it. It's how much he should be given.
Yeah, how much he should be getting, and he's gonna get a lot of cash, but
Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of cash.
Yeah.
The thing is happy with these things is that the truth of the matter is that the company cannot afford to pay him
Why was it?
on the balance sheet because of how companies are measured, right? We can prove that on paper. I owe you 20 billion, right? Then there's what the company has in terms of cash.
yes,
Then there's the valuation, right? So they cannot afford to give him 20 billion. They don't have that on their balance sheet.
Kaloku, njengoba udeze bechilo, you don't have to give him. I wanted all at once, but he said he doesn't. He'll take stock options.
They didn't wanna
this, that, and the
negotiate.
other. Yabo. So it's not to say by Friday, ipera iti 20 billion in net bank.
yeah, and I wonder if Vodacom has a constitutional court and a babonore, you know, maybe they might want to go back to the table and talk to the homie me. You know
Then
what I'm
it's too
saying?
late by then.
Then it's
the
too
repeat-
late.
Then it's too late.
Then it's
But
too
you know
late.
what's funny? What happens when a person that's charging you dies? There's no case, ne? What happens if he's the one that dies?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because there must be the accused and the accused.
Yes.
If one of them passes away in the one that involves people, there's no case.
But maybe by now he's thought of that, Tabang, and maybe there's like a trust that he might have appointed to continue with the case.
Yeah,
But he's the
For
key.
his- for
He's the
his-
key witness.
It's fine, but we've already established that he's the one that created the police call. So that's why I'm saying it's not a matter of whether or not he did
Oh,
it.
because now there has been a
Yes.
ruling.
Yes, we know that he
yeah.
definitely is entitled to a payment. So even if he dies tomorrow, then, but maybe there's a trust he has set up to say, okay, you guys continue with this for my family.
Yeah,
But
for
we
his
might
family's
we
sake.
must just check that
Yeah, we
legally.
must just
when
check
you are the
that.
primary party to a case and you
if
pass
you-
away,
if you pass away.
Because it's not now a matter of figuring out
yes, if it's guilty
Yeah,
or not. Well, right now the apex court is the Concord.
The
ne?
Concord, yeah.
So this thing hasn't been upheld yet.
yes.
So legally, Vodacom has not exhausted all its legal obligations.
Yes.
That one must
but
still
a
turn
ruling
around.
still stands, even though they haven't exhausted all their
Yeah,
options. There's a
yeah,
rule.
They have a leave to appeal it.
They've got
and,
leave to appeal.
They have and
But
you
now
are
that
given a
means
certain
that-
time.
Surely,
right?
that would mean, yes, but we don't even know. But surely, Vodacom would also be in the same predicament should this gentleman die, because then that ruling will hold. Because now you can't appeal if I'm not there to stand in court. And
I want to
We must follow it.
Yeah,
We
we
must
need to.
follow up on it.
Yeah, we need to find out.
must ask breaks.
Yeah, we need to find out. Okay, yeah, the ruling is so. But let's say I pass away,
then surely that ruling should stand, because I'm not there now to fight.
and if you appeal it,
Who are you appealing it to? Because I'm
I have a feeling that if a party passes away, the thing doesn't continue.
I feel him I get say by moving.
So he needs to-
So if he dies tomorrow, that 20 billion ruling still stands.
then can it be a case against Vodacom and his estate? Because I
his estate, yes,
once you die,
yes,
your estate,
Maybe yes.
your
The
estate
state-
becomes
yes.
becomes you basically.
Yes.
Yes,
Because it's a commercial matter.
It's a
But in criminal matters, it ends.
sure.
Utlapile ke body ne?
It's God, man.
But you know, like, for me, what I find interesting, ne? It looks like it's like politics. You know, like the same question I was asking already. If somebody was being truthful, so you've got a current CEO, ne, where this thing happened when he was not a CEO. So already the CEO who lied, even in his book, and said he is the one that came up with the idea, he's already on the wrong side of history. Plus, so we can understand that history did not cover him in glory. You come in, plus this guy, okay, he's a Singam, I think he's a Muslim. You have an opportunity to at least be on the right side of history. You've already been the CEO, you're already rich.
You're done.
At least you could have tried and say, you know what, I acknowledge that my predecessor went to Maseba. At least I'm willing to. But now, this guy's posture is like, you see what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking this guy, if he wanted to be on the right side of history, which might also help the reputational damage of the company. Or no, the truth of them is because I was thinking to myself, you can give guys stock options. Then Vodacom as a group in the value chain, there's a lot of ways he can make money. Like all the malls that are coming up, they can give him the stores. I get there's this Vodacom stores.
Yeah, Vodacom
there's
stores.
a lot of things where there's contracts.
Yeah.
Where they get catering. Like there's a lot of business they can give him.
Yeah.
That I think this guy can sit and say, okay, halemfa lamsam lanka libi contract nyan.
Sure.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, because I think the issue, in a because they tried to lowball him, bro. Yeah, they tried to lowball him. I think they first initially offered him 10, then they upped it to about 50,
I think the at last count it was like 43.
43.
Or something like that.
It's small waters, bro. It's small waters, bro. They should have paid the home. Yeah. But it's just that when I haven't read on the case, I get it normally. If you work for a company, and I can show how it works. Like if I work for a company and I come up with something within the company, isn't it IP? Yeah. I wonder how his contract was set up that IP was his instead of.
He won that. He won that because he said he was not hired as a marketing person. He's an accountant. So if it had been an idea that's around his function, then it would have been the company's property. So if he came up with an accounting way of maybe efficiencies, they would have said, but that's what we had you. We had you to give us the best of you in this function.
Sure.
So now what he did, he says, an idea about something I'm not hired for. So you already won that.
Oh.
You already won.
Yeah,
because that's what the company tried to
fight.
To nail him on.
Okay.
No,
you work.
I was an accountant, and then there was also the agreement. The manager at the time agreed with him, yes, if this thing passes, we'll give you 5%.
Oh,
he agreed.
Also,
Yes.
And I agree in principle.
Then they took it to the product development team.
Okay.
Then they worked it around. They did promise him.
Oh, then they did.
Whereas FNB now what they do, I think it's company wide. When you come up with an idea that you want the company to implement, and if it's successful, about 5 million. Like that's how Body e-wallet came about. So it doesn't matter from which department you are from.
Yeah.
I think they've got like a forum. Every year they choose which idea. Then whoever came up with it and it was commercialized,
you get the money. Oh, but that's good. That's kind of fair.
Is the company to watch their backs?
Yeah.
These companies must have learned to watch their backs.
No, definitely. I think this case, just to add that, in the contracts. Yeah, but hopefully the homie, it doesn't drag on for another 5 years. Hopefully it will be like a quick thing and he gets swift justice at the Concord,
I'm salivating to see how it's gonna work out.
Yeah, man. Because he's at the last hurdle now.
He fought a long fight.
Yeah, he's at the last hurdle. Just one last push. We'll see. Good luck to him. Yeah. I want him to get it. Another thing that was in the news, but this is more of a sporting thing. So this billionaire that used to, I don't think he's a co-founder, but he used to work Libo Elan at PayPal. That's how they made their money. They want to start at the end of this year enhanced Olympics.
So they were even drugged up.
Yes. Remember we talked about it last year. I think it was our final episode. One of the final episodes. Remember when we were discussing Casta and being here. So they are formalizing, like a proper formalizing games they're calling them the enhanced Olympics. It's going to be gymnastics, athletics.